My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Wicked Cool Toys All Elite Wrestling Unrivaled Collection, Le Champion, Chris Jericho. And so here we have the Unrivaled Collection, Le Champion, Chris Jericho pose, and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's run through his accessories really fast. Chris Jericho does come with his entrance gear, which does compose of his hat, which does fit on his head really nicely. We get a soft grid scarf which goes around his neck, and that looks beautiful. Then we get his entrance jacket, which has phenomenal detailing on it. I really do love it. Kind of wish it was soft goods, but that's neither here nor there. He also gets two pairs of hands. We have his entrance gloves, which have a surprisingly good amount of detail on them. And then we, of course, do get his regular grip hands. Other than that, Chris Jericho doesn't come with anything else, which I think is a missed opportunity to include the AEW title with Le Champion. But that's neither here nor there. They did end up releasing Jericho with the title, which I have never found and probably never will. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually take a closer look at Le Champion's details. And so here we have a closer look at the Demo God Chris Jericho's details. And I'm not going to lie, Wicked Cool Toys has done a phenomenal job with this face sculpt. I think it's one of their better ones, and the paint apps are just perfect. They look spot on to Chris Jericho, especially during his match with Kenny Omega. They did a really, really nice job with this figure. I think my one and only complaint about the head is that his face seems a little too scrunched up. You can see he has a massive forehead, which I know Chris Jericho's hair is receding, but it's not receding that badly that you can actually have like two hands up above his eyebrows. That's a little too much. If they had shifted his face or just elongated it just a little bit more, I think this would look much better. But overall, phenomenal job on the detailing here on Chris Jericho. The paint apps on it look spectacular. I especially love the goatee and mustache that he has going on there. Then we do have his hair, which is tied back and let loose. We can see that he has a little ponytail right here. Well, actually, it's more of a bun than a ponytail, but you can see that right there. Then we have his hair flowing down. One thing I kind of wish is that they would actually add some wash to the hair, because it looks kind of strange, honestly. And that's something that I say that all companies should do, is add a wash to the hair, because it would bring out all the detailing that is here. Because it does have detail, don't get me wrong. It's just lost in the single paint or single mold of the hair, which that is unfortunate. So hopefully moving forward they do add a wash to the hair, because I think that just improves the figure that much more. Now, having a look at the Demo God's torso here, I really do like what they did here. They made Chris Jericho wider than all the other figures, which is probably the right idea, because Chris Jericho is rocking the dad bod. One thing I will point out is that he doesn't have the gut like he's supposed to, and this is a criticism that I even give Mattel, is that they don't like making wrestlers fat. They like making them wide, but not thick around the gut from a side view. If his side profile had just a little bit of a belly, I think I would like this figure much more. But as it stands, really good job here on Chris Jericho's proportions, especially looking at him in the front. Again, from the side, he could have a little more of a belly, but overall, still happy with it. Now, something that I really love about this figure is that they did capture Chris Jericho's tattoos perfectly. You can see all these detailing right here on his tattoos. Something we never got from any of his WWE figures, because a lot of these images are copyrighted, and I have no idea how they were able to get all these images on this figure, because we do have a Jason Voorhees mask, which looks nice. I forgot what hockey team he has. He has a tattoo of a hockey team. I just don't remember what side of the arm it's on. And I forgot all the intricate tattoos that he has. I think the only ones I do know are the Jason Voorhees and then the Fozzy tattoo right here. But yeah, they did a really good job capturing all these tattoos on his arm. And I know they have a lot of significance with bands and music. I just can't remember all of them off the top of my head. Then we do have his arrow tattoos right here, which does look really nice. And then we do have his black wrist tape on both his arms. So fantastic job capturing those. Taking a look at his ring gear, this is probably one of my favorite ring gear that Chris Jericho has worn in AEW. I kind of wish that they had sculpted some of these details on it, because the actual attire does have these details raised up. You can see he does have some Roman numerals here. If anybody knows what the room... Oh, I don't even think they're Roman numerals. At first I thought they were, but they might just be lacing going across. That makes sense. They're lacing going across. Then we do have some zipper, some chain right there. Again, this would be a much nicer figure if we got that detail, but I'm not going to complain. The paint apps are crisp and clean enough that I'm not going to argue about how much the paint is on this figure, because he has a surprising amount. Especially right here, you can see he has another zipper right there. Just overall, really loving the detail on Chris Jericho. And then we do get knee pads, and they are separate pieces, and they do move around. So if you really wanted to cut those off, you can. I'm not going to do that because it kind of fills out his legs, and the knees are kind of thin, and the knee pads help make that look a little bit better. Taking a look at his boots, I really do like the way Chris Jericho's boots are designed here, and this is how he actually wears them, where he only laces them up to about 3/4 of the way up. Then he has a tongue up above, and then we do have the boots going on to the back, so that looks really nice. I think Wicked Cool Toys has done a really great job here with Chris Jericho, and really glad that he was in Series 1. Kind of wish that he did come with a title belt, and I think that's all he's really missing. But overall, still really, really pleased with this figure. So what we're going to do now is compare him to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have the Champion posed next to the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar and an Elite CM Punk. And finally, here we have Chris Jericho posed next to his Double or Nothing opponent, Kenny Omega. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at the Demo God's articulation. Now, he does have the same ball and hinge style that we've seen with all the other figures, and surprisingly enough, he can look up a little bit because this part of his hair is a soft piece, so I do like that. He can look down quite a bit. Head tilt, very minuscule, so we'll go with none. He does look to the left and right, no problem, so I really do like that. Moves around really nicely. Arms on a ball and socket, they do go all the way out. Well, not a ball and socket, it's a hinge joint. So it goes all the way up, as you can see. A lot of range there, goes all the way around. We do have bicep swivel, which works no problem. We do have double bend here at the elbow. We do have a swivel and hinge at the wrist. That works really, really good. Then we do have a ball joint here in the torso, which does lean back, goes forward, leans to the side, leans to the other side, and we do have rotation. Then we do have a lower ball joint here at the waist, which does help with some posing going back, posing going forward. I actually like the range on Chris Jericho. He's not as limber as he was back in the day, so the limited articulation I can live with, because you can see he leans to the side, leans to the other side, no problem. And again, it would rotate, but you gotta rotate his upper torso along with the waist just because of how this is sculpted. Just like with all the other figures, Chris Jericho does have limited leg articulation, which only goes up to about there. You can bring the leg up and out and then rotate the leg forward to give him a 90 degrees, but that's a lot of work for that particular joint. Legs go out to the side, no problem, really do like that. Swivel at the thigh, works really good. Double bend in the knee, going in. Does it go further? Nope, it only goes to about 90 degrees, so that is a little bit unfortunate. We do have a really nice swivel here at the boot, a hinge joint in his foot, which goes forward that far, goes back that far, and then we do have rocker ankle. Now, mine is really, really loose, which is unfortunate. You can see it doesn't take much to move it. This leg, how loose is it? It's not too loose. This one's really, really bad. I'm going to have to tighten that up in a little bit. But anyway, that's Chris Jericho's articulation, and it is what we've come to expect from the Unrivaled collection. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Le Champion pose for my final thoughts. And so finally, here we have Le Champion Chris Jericho pose for my final thoughts. And overall, I think this Chris Jericho is probably the best figure we've gotten out of the Unrivaled collection, especially for Series 1. Although I would prefer a soft goods jacket, the amount of detail that they put into it is something that you really can't put on a soft goods jacket at this scale. So I do understand why Jazzwares went with the rubber jacket. It does look really nice, and I do appreciate the fact that the heads are relatively easy to pop off, so you can get this jacket on really easy. You just gotta fold his arms back and put the jacket on, kind of like your folding a book. So that's pretty much how you have to do it with a rubber jacket. Overall, this is a phenomenal figure and a really good outing from Wicked Cool Toys. Now, my gripe with this line so far has been skin tone. Chris Jericho here is no exception. His skin tone is way too pale and way too bright. If they had just added some kind of wash or dulled it down just a little bit, it would be much better. Another complaint I have with Jericho in particular is, for being Le Champion, where is his title belt? Where is Big Platinum? This figure needed a world title, and it is a shame that the only way to get the AEW title is through Ringside Collectibles, a little bit of the bubbly Chris Jericho, or you find the Chase variant Chris Jericho, which is really, really hard to come by. What I think they should have done is just given us this Chris Jericho with the title belt and given his alternate attire with the gold trim as the Chase figure, because as it stands, those are the only ways to get his title as of right now. I know Jon Moxley is going to come with the title belt, but they haven't really released Series 2 in stores, so unfortunately, if you only got Series 1 and were not able to secure a little bit of the bubbly Chris Jericho, you will have to wait on your AEW World title. Other than that, this is still a phenomenal figure. For $20, you really can't go wrong, and I think Jazzwares has a good thing going. They just need to improve on it from here, and they will be really solid figures. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other AEW videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.